issue with nobody, nowhere, but just
Right.
in general.
In general.
These are things that we deal with in life.
Daily basis.
This is a life
with
thing.
Various types of groups of
Yes,
people.
yes, not just.
This is what we deal
And
with.
sometimes you feel like I'm the only. No, you ain't the only one dealing with the situation. There's
no
other
means.
people dealing with the situation.
Right.
You just don't know about it.
That's so true.
But at the end of the day, you got to be able to go deal with it and develop a forward-thinking growth mindset.
Talk through it.
That's
what deal with it means. Talk through
I want to move forward, but I can't because I'm stuck here with this little situation I've been dealing with all this time for 2 months, 2 weeks, or whatever the case, man. However long you may be dealing with.
Little. It's not too little. They're not gonna think it's big to you.
Yeah,
it's bothering you.
If it's bothering
it's bothering you.
It's a big thing.
Yes,
if it's
because it's bothering you, it's a big thing.
You need to go deal with it.
Yes.
You need to go and deal with it because it's bothering you. Go handle it.
Talk through it.
Using betrayal as a catalyst for career and personal growth. Lessons learned that can be applied in leadership roles.
Wow.
Turning adversity into opportunity for career advancements. Examples of leaders or public figures who transform betrayal into success. Wow. I on that note, I think about Michael Jordan. We talk about Michael Jordan. Several times they told him he wasn't good enough. He was told, "No, you can't hit the side of a barn with a basketball, let alone tie a round basket. You can't hit the side of a building." And he was denied several times, but he didn't give up. He didn't quit because they know his feeling was hurt. They telling him that he thinking he good, quote unquote. He may knew he was good, but what they saw, they didn't think he was good enough.
Right.
But he didn't let that stop him. He kept on being persistent. Something that you're going to get over is going to take persistence. You're going to have to deal with it. Keep dealing with it. Keep dealing with it. Don't stop now, but you keep dealing with it. That one day you can be able to get over it. And that thing can become a stepping stone for you. And it can help you with other opportunities. So don't let that stop you.
The saying about, it's a little cartoon that a man said, "Man, this cross is too heavy for me. It's too big. I'm gonna go see who wants to trade crosses with me. I'm going to go see who wants to trade crosses with me because this cross is just too big for me." And sure enough, he found someone that's willing to trade his pain for his pain, and the pain equivalated to a cross.
Wow.
The length or the size or the width of the cross, which in the cartoon, everyone was carrying a cross. Some people had little toothpick sized crosses. Some people had crosses that were so big they were huge crosses. They were way down, barely able to walk. So this young man found somebody to switch crosses with them. Here he came, miles and miles later, he came to a wide opening that he needed to get over. He needed to get over this wide opening. And he put this little small, about the length of his arm, cross over the gap that was there in the road. And it wasn't long enough. It wasn't wide enough. It was too small. It wouldn't help him. God knew in the past what he was going to need in the future to get over. And he knew that cross that he had given him was not too heavy for him to bear. It was heavy. It was a lot to deal with. It was cumbersome. It was out of his comfort zone, but it was not too much for him to bear. See, God gives you small situations to build you up so that when you get to that opening, that gap in the road, you'll be able to just walk on across. You'll be able to just walk on through with no issues and no problems. Why? Because you carried that heavy load all alone, and it was enough to teach you lessons. It was enough to show you examples of how to make it during the day that he knew that it was going to come your way. Something more challenging.
He knew that. That's awesome. That is so awesome. Just to know that little cross, that cross that you carry now, keep carrying it. Bear your cross. Bear your cross. Bear your cross, because somewhere down the road it's gonna be for your advantage. You got to be able to carry your cross. You can do it. You can do it. One thing about the Lord, dealing with the Lord, He won't let nothing come upon you that He won't be able to help you to deal with. But something you got to be willing to deal with. We can't just say, Lord gonna do it. No, he ain't gonna do everything. He put it in your hands to deal with.
Well, we got 20 minutes and we want to hit through these because
Yeah.
next week we're going to come back later this week with some other highlights of New York we want to share with you.
Yes, real life examples, interviews and case studies featuring guests who've overcome similar situations.
Well, we talked about some of those things. And we invite you to put some comments at the bottom. We will read them on the next time we gather.
Discussing different approaches to healing and growth.
That's what's needed. That's what's needed.
How can I get
Talk
past
to your friends about it. What did you do?
Yeah.
How did you get over that?
Have you ever dealt with something like this? Yeah. See who dealt with something.
Somebody you see, you admire them for making it over.
Right.
Compliment them. I really admire you because you made it over.
You did.
I really think, wow, I have a different perspective. There's a family member that I have she really endures forgiveness for some pain that it came her way, and I admire her for just knowing the love she shows towards others now and have let that other stuff go in the past that, and it just teaches me, that, hey, whatever you endure, somebody else have endured something more.
Yeah.
Something heavier, something greater. Right. And we can make it. We can make it through. Yeah.
Practical steps to strengthen relationship moving forward. Cultivating empathy and emotional intelligence. How to create a support network and reliable alliance, which just kind of was talking about. Strengthening communication skills to prevent future conflict. Being able to talk about it. Just kind of talked about all that. Final takeaway, empowering yourself and others after a setback. Empowering yourself. Tools and resources for self-improvement, books, podcasts, and workshops. Whatever you got to do in order to get some help through whatever you're going with. So whatever you're going through. So in the motivation note, encourage viewers to take the charge of their lives. You take charge. Don't let nobody else hold you hostage. But you take charge. So no, I'm not going to allow this to be like this. Let's get this out. If it's doable, do it. Get it done.
So to conclude, we were just going to read some highlights, go through some what was on the commercial advertisement to you that got you here tonight. Okay, so I know that it hurts. Yes, it hurts.
Yes.
We're not saying this doesn't hurt. We're not saying it's going to be easy peasy.
Right.
No, it's going to be challenging. It's going to be difficult, cumbersome, frustrating, hurtful, but it's all for your making. It's all for your good. Yeah. It's for your good. We know it hurts when someone else lets you down or blames you for something that you didn't do.
Right.
So in other words, throwing you under the bus.
You under the bus.
We know that. It hurts. We're not saying that it doesn't hurt. It hurts. It's hurtful.
Yeah.
And it rehearses in your mind.
Right.
The pain and devastation.